If you knew morning wood, then you know why I feel blue. Without morning, my morning wood. Oh, well, I love you, yes, I love you, morning wood. Morning wood, morning wood. Oh, how my heart yearns for you. Oh, morning, my morning wood. Oh, well, I love you, yes, I love you, morning wood.
Rise and shine. Happy Devils Thursday. This is the Morning Woo, coming to you live from the Primetime Radio studios inside the bunker in an undisclosed location in beautiful New Jersey. Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, X Live, Twitch, and now Instagram Live at Let's Go Devils Podcast on the Let's Go Devils Network. Happy Devils Thursday to you as the Devils take on the Montreal Canadiens at the Rock tonight. Eastern Conference battle for supremacy, for first place in the Eastern Conference. Right now, the Habs have a 1-point lead over the New Jersey Devils because they have one loss that, I don't know if it was a shootout loss or if it was an overtime loss. But regardless, they had that extra point where the Devils have 4 solid losses as opposed to the Canadiens having 3 solid losses and 1 half loss. That's how I'm going to describe it. Dangerous 4591. Happy Devils game day. Happy Devils Thursday to you. Maria. Happy game day at the Rock. Yes, we will be at the Rock for Devils, Habs, or Canadiens, if you want to say it that way. 7 p.m. Eastern start. We'll be there for Game Day Live and Devils After Dark. And I might just reveal who the special guest is. She's a good friend of the podcast. Big fan of hers on WFAN on the Odyssey app. She's also on SiriusXM as well. Our good friend Danielle McCartan will be joining me on the big stage. Yes, big stage, even though it's going to be a high of 52 degrees Fahrenheit today. We're still going to big stage it. Is that even a term? We're going to big stage it anyway because now it's starting to feel cool. I asked Frank, are we going to have heaters? Can we start a new heater? Finally game day, says For Skinny. I'm still having trouble reading comments with these glasses on, but that's okay. Who needs to read anyway? Just a programming note. I did experiment trying to do, and because of scheduling conflicts, and I really want to get the Woo Report off the ground, and I also did a morning Woo inside the office. Let me tell you, it failed miserably yesterday. Nobody was in the office at all day long. We're talking about 24 cubicles. Nobody's in the office. Everybody's somewhere. Thinking, I'm going to sneak in a Woo Report. And as soon as I went on live air saying, Happy Devils Wednesday, it's the Woo Report. Of course, a staff meeting has to ensue right in the middle of the podcast. It's tough. So, and I didn't have the mobile command center was actually at the shop. Routine maintenance. The general Woo is, the Jeep is okay. Just general maintenance. But I'm going to be doing it from the car. It's just so much easier that way because, you get a lot of nosy people. And there are a lot of nosy people. Here, I'll turn up the mic volume. There are a lot of nosy people on this earth. People want to know what you're doing. And, the best part about doing this podcast live, especially on location, is they start talking to you when you're on live air like, hey, I can't have a private conversation. Do you see the microphone, the headset, whatever? But anyway, enough of me bitching. Tonight, this is a big matchup for many reasons. We got, there's a lot of drama here. A lot of moving parts here. You got the Montreal Canadiens, who's surprised in the lead at the Eastern Conference. They're in first place overall in the Eastern Conference. Colorado Avalanche have the best record in the NHL, I believe. When I scrolled down this morning, I believe they have 21 points. Devils sitting at 18 points. Montreal with 19 points. Virtually the same record except for one overtime loss. Or was it a shootout? I don't know. Happy Devil's Thursday to you, Max. And some players may be coming back. Downtown Connor Brown, back skating. Excellent news. Cody Glass, Zach McEwen, skating, but with non-contact jerseys. Improvement, progress. Let's move forward. Danilov, still out. He's going to be out for a while. Boo-hoo. And changes in the lines. And Amanda Stein alluded to this in on X. Oh my goodness, I'm going to get to your comment in a sec. But alluded to this on X that Glendening is going to be on the right wing on the fourth line, where let's see here, I'm just scrolling. A lot of garbage that's on my newsfeed. Anyway, so this is how the lines looked in practice yesterday. Hughes, Nason, and Bratt. Nason taking left wing. Second line, Heischer, Gritzik, and Palat. Palat on the second line. By the way, that Palat jersey is going to be sent out on Friday. I might do a live stream at the UPS store just to document that this is being done. Mercer centering the third line with Meyer and Brown. Love that line. And I'll get to that shortly. And the fourth line, you have Lamico centering with Glendening on right wing and Cotter on the left wing. Glass and McEwen still not back yet from their injuries. And let's just look for sake of Hamilton and Siegenthaler first pairing. Not too keen on that. Dillon and Hughes, I think that'd be a good pairing. And Cholowski and Nemec, the third pairing. Casey, and then also Hallinan. I guess they're not cracking the lineup. Anyway, and then Markstrom and Allen. This is a well-balanced lines 1 through 4. I like it. Because the Hughes-Bratt combo has always been great. But you get some feistiness and grittiness with Stefan Nason on that left wing. Interesting move by Sheldon Keefe. But that first line, they're going to be buzzing. No matter what. When you have Hughes and Bratt together, they're always going to be buzzing. And with Nason going hard to the net, I think good things are going to happen. Second line, you've got the captain Heischer with the young stud Gritzik on right wing. I think that's going to be a 1-2 punch right there. Heischer and putting Palat on that line. I'll tell you, this is your all-around line. You've got guys that can play defense, and actually, I take that back. When I think of Palat, I don't know what to make of that line. I like the Heischer and Gritzik part, but the Palat, You know, he's only got 1 assist all year. Like, what the hell have you been doing? But he's doing all the little things too. But am I making excuses for him? I don't know. I'm thinking out loud here. But that second line, But the third line, Mercer, centering Brown, downtown Connor Brown, and Timo Meier. Hope he's on fire. Now that line is the critical line. Because that line can score, that line can bang, and that line has some speed. Some real speed. Just because it's third line does not mean it's a checking line. That is an excellent line. Looking forward to that. And I'm actually looking forward to this fourth line. Lamico centering Glendening and Carter. They're going to have to grind it out. Let's see how they bang. Let's see how they grind. I like that. Michael Descala, a live unboxing. Excellent. I want a Gritzik jersey. Ooh. And I'm wasting my jersey on a Palat. But all of you folks want him out of here, so I decided to get him. You just watch. You might get what you wish for. All right, so let's go to, oh my goodness, his comment. He says, as the Woo Report starts, the boss comes in. Yeah, Sam, we're going to need you to go ahead and come in on Sunday. Yeah. Also, did you get the memo about the TPS reports? That's exactly not what happened, but kind of. I mean, literally, this is an empty office. It's a spare office they don't use anymore, okay? There's 24 cubicles, all right? That's where I hang out. I'm alone 99% of the times. And when I mean 99% of the times, if anybody that comes in, it's the cleaning lady, all right? But Murphy's Law says that if Sam Wu starts a podcast, we're going to have a staff meeting, the entire staff in that office with 24 empty cubicles, except for the one I'm occupying, which you saw yesterday. Yeah, that's when we're going to come in, is when I have a podcast. And then what sucks is nobody knows what you're doing, and they think you're talking to yourself, and they're all looking like this. Huh? What are you doing back there? Well, but anyway, let's see here. Oh my goodness, I feel like if you switch Palat and Meier, the lines would be even better. Could happen. It could happen during the game. You never know. Max says, I feel they may double shift people in Palat's place if they want to spark some offense. Interesting. Oh, that's right. Oh my goodness, forgot. Casey was sent down for Colton White. Sorry. Yeah, we mentioned that on the podcast yesterday on the State of Fan Address. If you haven't listened to the State of Fan Address yesterday, you should listen to it. You can go to any of our podcast pages, and also on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, Prime, Audible, and the iHeart app. You can listen to the interview that Nick Villano of pucksandpitchforks.com had with Arthur Staple, New York sports reporter, talking all sorts of Devils, and he's saying that Jack Hughes is the MVP candidate. That's what Arthur Staple says. He says Jack Hughes is an MVP candidate. So I don't want to spoil what he said. Go to that podcast and meow, give it a listen. Dubs is like, big test tonight, Sam. Young up-and-coming Habs, currently second in the East. No, they're first. Last I checked. Let me double check, because now I'm a little insecure with my what I've been telling you guys, because I do say wrong things here on the podcast when I'm distracted. But no, Montreal Canadiens, 13 games played. They have 19 points. Yes, 19 points. The Devils have 18. And again, it's that one, let's see if that's, it was a shootout loss that they had. So that's how even these teams are in terms of the standings. They're close. Devils win. If the Devils get a solid 2 points tonight, they'll be back in first of the Eastern Conference. And then tied for the best record in the NHL with Colorado sitting at 21 points with but 14 games played. But I'm sure Colorado's playing tonight. I'm going to check the schedule right now, who Colorado's playing, because it could very well be that the Devils will be numero uno in the National Hockey League if they win tonight. Is Colorado playing tonight? No, they're not. So the Devils can kind of move up after going 1-3 on their Western road trip. They could be back in first place overall in the National Hockey League. Meow, meow. Tom says Palat should be on the fourth line. I think Palat's being auditioned right now to be traded. That's what I think. That's why I'm doing this whole jersey thing and wasting my good, hard-earned money for a jersey I don't want. But I know you, the fans, want me to have that jersey, so Palat's sayonara out of here. That's the inside joke here on the Let's Go Devils podcast. Although it is true, anytime I buy a jersey, the guy either retires, gets traded, signs somewhere else, gets hit by a bus. You know, it happens. Max says, no, they can't, Sam. 18 plus 2 is 20. You know what? Max, you deserve the correction award because Sam Wu is never wrong on this podcast. That's rule number one. Number two, Sam Wu is still right when he's wrong. So that means, Max, you're wrong. It's a 3-point game today. Just jokes. I can't do math at 7:15 a.m. Eastern. Thank you, Max, to clarify that. I can't believe I made that mistake. I can't do math in the morning. Anyway. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Now you're pouring it on with your comment. How will they be number one in the NHL? Is this a 3-point victory tonight? We have 18, Colorado's 21. No? Question mark. Okay. All right. I get it. Pour it on. Yeah, but Tom says Avs have 5 cheater points. So there you go. That's why I'm right about it. They got 5 cheater points. You know, participation points because you ended the game in a tie. Good day to you, sir, says Max. Hey, I called Brian Shaw, because I know a Brian Shaw, little Freudian mix-up, because I was thinking about Brian Shaw at work, and then I said Brian Shaw instead of Brad Shaw. Thank you for the listener that pointed that out yesterday. It's early. Woo math applies. Hey, you know what? It happens. Although I do believe that regulation wins should be 3 points. Overtime and shootout losses should be 2 points. And you get zip, nada, 0. You get nothing. Good day, sir, if you lose the game outright. That's what I think. All right. I'm going to get out of here. Big stage tonight, American Whiskey. Our special guest, tentatively scheduled from WFAN, Coach Danielle McCartan will be on the big stage. Michael Descalz says the PWHL point system is how it should be. Yeah, I like some of the concepts of the PWHL. Oh, look at someone being punny. Oh my goodness, some wooplication going on this morning. Let's go to the Instagram live. We see Chance, Lisa, we see Angelo, Chris, Nico Russo. One says, get a Quinn Hughes jersey so he gets traded here. Meaning a Quinn Hughes Vancouver Canucks jersey. Meow, meow. I see Ange joining in the Instagram. Yeah. So, and also, just want to give a shout out to all you Rutgers alum out there. Here on the Let's Go Devils podcast, we love Rutgers alumni. We love Rutgers students. We love Rutgers because it's the state university. I don't know why I just said, but we love our truckers too. We got a lot of truckers that listen to this podcast. Hands 10 and 2 on the wheel, 9 and 3 if you prefer. Just, I know a lot of trucker terms. 10-4 out the door. We also love our plumbers. We love our paralegals as well. We love our attorneys, like the law offices of AJ Visco, which I still need to talk to you because kind of got into quote-unquote accident. My neck still hurts. I need that lottery ticket, I swear to you. By the way, I don't have to go to work today, so that's why I'm all like, holly jolly right now, as you could tell. Max says, bring a jacket. It's one of the state universities, LOL. Yeah, there's, see, I'm old school. I think of like Trenton State, which is now the College of New Jersey, but what originally was the College of New Jersey was Princeton University, but that's a private school. That's one of my favorite schools. I actually, when I was a kid, I had a dream that I would go to an Ivy League, and it would be Princeton University because that's where Albert Einstein, was. And then I realized I had to get good grades. So that ended those dreams as well. I also had dreams of going into the Naval Academy as well as a kid. But then there was that thing called the physical test, which I could probably out-eat all the midshipmen, but, I don't think I would do very well. I'd probably sink to the bottom of the ocean. Let's see here. Stockton, representing right here, says, oh my goodness. Yeah, I mean, hey, you know what's going to be a fun bit is what school did you went to? Either high school or college or trade school or whatever. Well, that'd be kind of a neat bit, and we'll travel. We'll take the Let's Go Devils podcast across the Garden State to a university and college near you. I took some college credits at Harvard on the Hill called CCM, County College of Morris, years ago. I think I took gym classes to fulfill the gym requirement. So I actually didn't do any gym classes at Penn State. I just did it. At the County College of Morris, also known as Harvard on the Hill. What other schools are there besides Rutgers? Glassboro State, now Rowan. Then there's Rider University. I remember going to a science competition when I was a kid to Rider University, the home of the Broncos. I think they're the Broncos, right? If I remember correctly. Somebody help me out here. And then there's, Tom says, Kane University. But what was Kane University called before it was Kane University? I forgot. What was it called before it was Kane University? There's been some name changes in all these schools. I don't know why they do that. Is it rebranding purposes? Isn't there a Ramapo College as well? Nidget, NJIT, that's also in Newark. My best friend went to Nidget, got both his undergrad and master's degree in electrical engineering. And I remember his thesis, his final project of his undergrad, there was a robotic arm in his parents' basement that he can control remotely. And this is going back years ago. And he said, I could get on the internet and make this arm move. It was pretty cool that he was working on. He's a very smart individual. Seton Hall University. How about that? Seton Hall basketball. That's the only thing I know about Seton Hall. Seton Hall Law School. Very, very, very excellent school. Plus the Seton Hall sports MBA program. I know Leonard Marshall, former New York Giants Super Bowl champion, was a high-ranking official, I believe, at Seton Hall, as well on that sports program. Naming all these schools. Yeah, we're going off a little tangent here on the Morning Woo, but hey, you know what? Your commute's probably an hour and a half long when it should be only 40 minutes. You got time in the car. Keep it here. Montclair State University used to be near the Meadowlands, according to one Toronto reporter that was back in the day trolling Devils fans. He was staying at Montclair University, and he said it only took me 10 minutes to get to the Meadowlands. Devils fans are just lazy. That's why they don't show up to games. Is that guy freaking crazy? His name is Howard Berger. I don't think he no longer does radio or TV for the Leafs. And I remember us reading that, and some random Devils fan who will not be named actually printed out that article when he called New Jersey Devils fans lazy. And in the men's bathroom at the Meadowlands at Continental Airlines Arena, he taped that article over every urinal, and then he made urinal cakes of that reporter's headshot in every urinal as people were reading it. The Devils fans were lazy, and he was basing on going from Montclair State University to the Meadowlands. And like, if you remember those days, Route 80, Route 346 can be very unforgiving. And taking the turnpike as well can be very unforgiving on a weekday game day. And then you got to do that death merge, if you remember. I remember doing the death merge where you got to cross you only have 150 yards to cross 4 lanes to get to the Meadowlands parking lot. Otherwise, you're going to have to go do the loop around the Meadowlands, around Giant Stadium. If anybody remember those days. St. Peter's, Monmouth. How about St. Easy's, St. Elizabeth's College in Florham Park, Madison? Drew University, FDU, Fairleigh Dickinson University. Which campus, Madison or Teaneck? There you go. Michael Hay says the tunnel was the best. Remember the cattle tunnel? Move is what we used to say, and then you would bang on the aluminum. Let's go, Devils! I just knocked my mic off the. I knocked the mic off the thingamajig here on the holder. It'll hold, hopefully. All right. Yeah, and did you notice that? That's right, Wimpy. 1940 was the amount of seats at the Meadowlands. Done on purpose, by the way, by John McMullen. Had to been. I like to get confirmation on that. I believe it was confirmed. May have been in Marty's book. Hold on a sec here. I'm trying to get my mic back on this thingamajig here. Got loose. I think I'll hold for now. It's bothering me. It looks like it's about to fall off. The pretzels outside in the shopping cart. Yeah. That's right. And unfortunately, one of those pretzel guys got hit out after a Giants game at the old Giant Stadium, and that's why. And then the Meadowlands went to strict alcohol rules when to cut you off at certain points at games, if you remember. It's a woo-boo. Don't know what you're talking about, Tom. Let's see. Let's go back to Instagram. No, just nothing going on Instagram Live. We just only got one listener, but that's fine. That's how you build an audience on Instagram. All right. I think that's all for now. Caldwell. Max, are you Googling this? You're not even from the area. Do you really know these schools? I forgot about Caldwell College. Oh, I got one. Centenary College. I've one up to you. Just came in my head. In beautiful Hackettstown, New Jersey, in the heart of Warren County as well. Yeah, you see, there's a lot of good schools in New Jersey, aside from Rutgers. I can't believe we're talking about New Jersey colleges. It all started from Brian. Brian on X. I'll get called out because my hatred of Rutgers, but has nothing to do with Rutgers. It has something to do with Rutgers football and a specific person that's running Rutgers football. His name is Greg Shano, but I'll just leave those personal opinions to myself. But, Brian, if you were to come to American Whiskey, I could tell you the rest of the story. Meow, meow, cliffhanger. Now everybody's thinking, well, what the heck is Sam talking about? Let's see here. William Patterson, says Max. Max has got to be Googling it. At Dangerous4591, love our instrument technicians. I love our instrument technicians. I do. And I'm not BSing you. I love instrument technicians. I consider myself somewhat of an instrument technician because I got to put all this crap together for big stage events. You think it's easy? No, it's not. You know what it's like to have feedback and the speakers at full blast and you've got 5,000 people saying, turn it off, turn it off. Ah, you jerk. It's happened. Monmouth University at Dangerous 4591. I didn't realize we had so many schools in New Jersey. After this conversation, that's wonderful. We love all of our schools. Thanks a lot, Brian, for now this topic is taking a life of its own. It went from, why do you hate Rutgers to, we love all these schools in New Jersey. Max says, I may be from PA, but live 10 to 15 minutes from New Jersey, hour and 15 from The Rock. Yeah. Yeah. You know what's one of my favorite towns of all time? A little town called Lambertville. Lambertville, New Jersey. It's off the Delaware River, bordering Pennsylvania, Bucks County. The bridges are so narrow that you think you're going to get a head-on collision. Because one of those one-lane bridge, I don't know what kind of, is it one lane, 2-lane bridge? I don't know, but it seems like it's one lane. But of course, like I remember I was driving a Yukon XL Denali on one of those like small bridges down in Lambertville. And of course, my luck, I get this gigantic Penske truck trying that should probably not be on that bridge to begin with, coming the other way. Or when you do it in the wintertime when it's icy. Ooh. Frenchtown, yes. Route 29 is very scenic. Wimpy, yes. Kingwood, have you ever been in that region? The Raritan, Flemington area. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. I love that part of New Jersey. I love driving through that part of New Jersey to get to my favorite airport, the Mercer County Trenton Airport, where I fly Frontier. That's the same airport that Amelia Earhart and Charles Lindbergh flew out of years ago. Boy, we're going off the rails. We're at 35 minutes on this podcast. People in the car are like, has he dropped the podcast yet? Jeez. All right, we are totally in overtime right now. New Hope, Lambertville is 2 lanes. Anyway, one of these days, I'm going to do a live podcast from the Delaware River. Maybe tubing. Maybe. It may just happen. All right. Well, here's the ceremonial sip to you all. Just a little teaser. We may have some Morning Woo merch to help support this fine programming. My goal here is to get enough support so I don't have to go to work every day and then talk to you guys as you're going to work every day. That's the main goal here. I'm just jokes. All right, so the ceremonial sip to you, the Devils fans, hopefully for first place of the Eastern Conference, because we can't get 3 points to be tops of the league. Thank you very much for the math correction, Max. All right, getting out of here. The highly caffeinated beverage, yeah. I'm amped up without the highly caffeinated beverage, to be honest with you. Let me know if you like the little randomness of the Morning Woo. Hey, Steve Engel, yo people. Steve Engel, we love our mail carriers. Whether it's raining, snowing, or it's sunny, Steve Engel's delivering your mail to a mailbox near you. But we love our Morning Woo fans. I love our instrument engineers, or whatever you call them, technicians. I do. But we'll see you out on the big stage for Game Day Live tonight. And Devils After Dark after the game. Scotty of SiriusXM, Liquid Metal, and I will recap the game that was. Also, the Let's Go Devils podcast. If you want us at your wedding cocktail hour, let us know. Because we'll be at Vinny Parisi's cocktail hour in less than 30 days from now in Chicago. Mail carriers hate when you order packages, LOL. Oh my goodness, says the outro is already playing. Well, you're getting bonus time of the Morning Woo. How about them apples? Maria, you have a great day. It may be snail mail, but remember, they can't control the small part, Max says. Get a beef. Till next time, this is the Morning Woo. Let's go Devils.
Morning Woo, morning